Hey guys, momentsijankguy here, bringing you a brand new deck profile. So it's going to be on a pure medieval top-end deck profile. So let's get started. I am missing 3 cards. I am missing one of these eggs because these are pretty hard to find. My friend has the 4th one. She just forgot to bring it. But this is still probably the best egg for the deck. So when attacking, once per turn, if this Digimon has Guiomon, Grammon, or Gallantmon in the name, so any of the entire line, when attacking, you get to draw 1 card. So very, very good. Obviously, we're running 4. I have the 4 sleeve. My friend forgot to bring it. And so yeah, I'm only missing 2 cards, but it's not near the end. So I'll tell you guys what they are when we get there. So we're running 4 of the EX4, EX2 Guiomon. On play, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Grammon or Gallantmon in its name, and 1 Takato Matsuki from among them, and then place them into your hand, and then you bottom deck the rest. So very, very good searcher. And then when attacking, if this Digimon has a Grammon or Gallantmon in the name, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. Let me turn this down just a little bit. There we go, that should be good. Alright. Next off, we're playing 2 of this Guiomon. This Guiomon's okay. I'm mainly running for the Inherit. The your turn effect is, it like rarely ever, almost never goes off. And when any of your Calamon or Tamers with Takato Matsuki and their names are played, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. So basically what the Inherit for this one does. But if it didn't delete, you get a memory, so which is pretty cool. So you can evil in the back, next turn promote it, hard play a Tamer for basically 2 essentially if they don't have anything on the field that's small. And then the main reason we're running is for the Inherit all turns. While you have 0 less memory, you can add 2000 to this Digimon's DP deletion effects. So no, it says this Digimon, so it means this stack that it's in is the only way you get the bonus. Next, we're playing 1 Ruchiyoan just because we can recycle it for as much as we want. If there are 20 more cards in the trash between both players, it gets Rush. And Evil's on top of Jujimon, so you can never have to go for 1 unless you want to. And then for the last rookie is going to be the EX8 Guiomonic Antibody. It's another searcher, so it goes on any other Guiomon except for itself. On play, when Digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card as Grammon or Gallantmon in the name, and 1 X antibody from among them to the hand, and then you bottom deck the rest. They'll search the entire line, so it's super, super good. I believe we're running 10 rookies for 8, 11 rookie 11. Next on to the 4s. So we are running 2 Grammon from the ST17. This is probably still one of the best Grammon just because the Inherit is when the opponent Digimon is deleted, you gain 1 memory because it only heals for 2. It has a play cost of 4 and it's 5 key power. It's just a very, very good solid card. Next we are playing 2 of the BT12 Grammon. It's when Digivolving. If you don't have Takato, you can play 1 for free. And the Inherit is this Digimon with Grammon or Gallantmon in the name, get plus 2 key power. So it's super nice. And then we were playing 2 of the Grammon from BT17. On Digivolve, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. If you don't delete, you get plus 3000 TV for the turn, which is nice. So he becomes 8k by himself. And just like the other Guiomon is, while you have 0 less memory, add 2000 to this Digimon's DP based deletion effects. And then we were playing 4 of the Grammon X Antibody, the new one. This card is just, it's bonkers. It's really, really good. When Digivolving, draw 1 card and trash 1 card in your hand. So you get to filter, you can put stuff in your trash. Then if Grammon or X Antibody are in the sources, this Digimon gains until the end of the opponent's turn. On deletion, play 1 Guiomon in its name from your trash without playing the cost. So basically, when your stack dies, you can basically rebuild the next turn if it survives. But which is super nice. So that means like you can always get searches off by playing the Searcher Rookie or the Searcher Guiomon. It's just a very, very good card. And the Inherit is when any of your opponent's Digimon deleted, you gain 1 memory. So it's super good. And we're running 10 level 4s. Next, we are running 4 of the War Grammon from BD12. This is probably the best one for this one. You can also maybe run like a one of the black purple one, the one that's trash 3 cards from each player's deck from the top, and then you can play 1 Guiomon or 1 Takato for free. But the only downside that it doesn't have an Inherit. So when Digivolving, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon 4000 DP or less. If no Digimon were deleted by this effect, you can then digivolve into a Digimon that has Gallantmon in its name from your hand onto this Digimon, and if you use this effect to do so, you can reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. And then the Inherit is really good too. End of attack, if your opponent has no Digimon in play, and this Digimon has the Groundmon or Gallantmon in its name, gain 2 memory. So super nice. It's insane how much memory this deck gets back for popping stuff. And then we are playing 4 of the new War Groundmon X antibody. So when equals for 1 on top of War Groundmon for 1. When digivolving until the end of your opponent's turn, this Digimon can't be returned to the hand or deck, and it gets plus 3000 DP. So by itself, it becomes an 11k body, and it can't be bounced anywhere aside from security. Then if War Groundmon or X antibody is in the source, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 10,000 DP or less. So comboing that was this. This you can pop a 12k. If you have the other Gyomon, you can pop a 14k. It's just super nice. So very solid card, and it's very good. And the Inherit is sec -1, sec +1. Next, on to the 6s. This is one of the cards I am missing, so I'm just proxying it for now. It's gonna be 4 Medievals, my little proxy. So this card is probably one of the best generic secrets that we've had in a while. This is basically like the new Defix. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard that meme. It's like, oh, we have 49 cards. What do? Slap a Defix in it. Why not? This is essentially the same card. It's just a very high control card. No, these aren't mine. These are my friends. So shout out to my friend for letting me borrow them. Because luckily Gallantmon is his favorite Digimon, so he bought a few boxes of EX8. So when this card would be played by suspending 2 Digimon, so it could be 1 on my side, 1 on the opponent's side, 2 on the opponent's side, 2 on my side, reduce the play cost by 4, so he plays for 7 basically. Has Alliance Vortex, so in case anybody doesn't know, Vortex is at the end of even the turn that it's played on, at the end of your turn, your Digimon with Vortex can swing at an opponent's Digimon. So they cannot swing at players, but they can swing at Digimon the turn it comes in. But it has to be their Digimon has to be suspended because you can't attack actives. And so when digivolving, you may suspend 1 Digimon, then you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon that's 8000 DP or lower. But for each other suspended Digimon on the field, you add 3000 to the max DP deletion effect. So it's just really dumb. Having 1 other suspended Digimon, you can already pop it 11k for just Evil 1, which is absurd. And then all turns, when Digimon are played, you may activate one of this Digimon's when digivolving effect. So if you hard play him, he sees himself, he'll get his own effect to rest something and pop something. So another thing too, what you can do to do his effect twice, because his is, so you evil for it, suspend, pop something, you can hard play something. So let's say you hard play a rookie, resolve your effect, you can then do his all turns effect to suspend something else, pop something, and then let's say they have 1 more body that's rested, and the turn you can Vortex and swing at it, basically clearing like 2 or 3 bodies. This card is just, it's dumb, it's very good. And then we were playing, like I said, it's all medieval. We're playing for the old Medievalgallantmon. This card is atrocious. Its effect is a lot better now because of all the new support that there is. Because like all the memory gain and all the like the adding bonuses to the DP that it can kill. So this is the old Medievalgallantmon from EX4. These alts are like dirt cheap, they're like $1 or $2. So Evils for 4. Has a very cool security effect. So play this card without battling and without paying the cost, but at the end of the turn you return it to your hand. So basically it gives you a 6. So on play when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6000 DP or less. If no Digimon was deleted by this effect, you can suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and that Digimon doesn't unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. So it's not a hard stun, but it is it's still relevant. It's still like, hey, I'm gonna rest that, and then it can't unsuspend during the next unsuspend phase. It's still very annoying, and it's whenever it attacks. So these are all, this is the all the 6s, just 8 Medievalgallantmons. And then the last proxy is we're running 2 Crimson Mode Aces. I still need to get one more, but I have one right now. So this is still probably one of the best aces in the game for the high end for any red deck. So Medievalgallantmon in name for a cost of 4. So evil on top of the medievals for 4, which is nice. And then on play, when digivolving, delete up to 15,000 DP worth of Digimon on your opponent's field, which is like a good chunk of the time it's like their entire board. And then when attacking, for every 10 cards in both players' trashes, trash top card of your opponent's security. So if your opponent has 5, you have 5, you get to trash 1, and so on and so on. It is just a very solid card. It's good. It's just very good. Next, on to the Tamers. We are running 4 of the Blitz Staccato from EX2. This card is the best Tamer in the deck. So during your turn, when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, you can suspend it to gain a memory. And then during your turn, when one of your Digimon will digivolve into a Digimon with Gallantmon or Grammon in its name, that Digimon gains 1 Digivolving Blitz. So it's just very, very good. It's very strong, and it's only cost 3. Super good card. Next, we are playing 2 of the Staccato from BT17. So this deck cannot biomerge, so ignore this part of the end of turn effect. I'm using it for the top part or start of main phase. If you have a Digimon with Giamon, Grammon, or Gallantmon in its name, you gain 1 memory. I'm using it for that. It helps a lot, and it's just been like very nice. And it never feels bad to hard play this. And I never have a moment where like, oh, I wish I could biomerge. But the effect is, by placing this Tamer and 1 Grammon and 1 more Grammon from your trash as one of your Guilmon's bottom sources, this Digimon may digivolve into a Guilmon in the hand, ignoring into Gallantmon in the hand, ignoring the requirements, and without paying the cost. So it's a free biomerge. And then we were playing 1 Memory Setter Staccato from BT12. Same thing. It's searchable. We're running it because it's a memory setter. The main effect cannot happen because I am not running regular Gallantmons or all Medievalgallantmons. It is another biomerge. The same conditions. Placing this Tamer and 1 Grammon and 1 Gormon from your trash as the bottom sources. One of your Guilmon may digivolve into a Gallantmon in your hand for the cost, ignoring the level. And if it digivolves by this effect, you get an additional +2. But that part would never matter. We're just running it because it's searchable, and you can play free potentially off the level 4 Grammon, and it's a memory setter. So we were playing 7 Tamers. And then for the last cards, we were playing for the options. 2 offense trading, top 2 cards for red deck. The whole deck is red, searches the entire deck. And then we were running 2 scrambles. One of your red Digimon can digivolve to a red Digimon card in the hand, reducing it by 3. Very good card. This is how you can recycle all your stuff. If you need something, you need to put the ace back on top of the deck, put a 6, put a 5, put a 4, 3, anything you want. And it also plays out a body. At the start of your turn, if your opponent has a Digimon and you have no Digimon, you place a Digimon card from your trash on top of your deck, and then you can play a 2,000 or less power rookie from your trash onto the field. And the security is the exact same effect, but instead you get to play a 1 red Digimon card with 2,000 AP or less from your trash without paying the cost, and then it goes to your hand. So that is the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoy it. It is a little different from the typical, but it's just a lot of fun going into these. And I'll see you guys next time.